Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Boiler Room pre-market watch list. So today, I think, is going to be a pretty good day today. So I got my coffee. So let's rock and roll. We're gonna have what's up, Mr. Corner? So there's a lot of stocks that are going to be in play today, I believe. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity. So far, it looks like there might be a few good penny stocks this morning to trade, which is always a plus. I do like the penny stocks as long as they're there. Got some higher price stocks. We're going to have both longs and shorts today is what it appears. So let's go ahead and start. Let's get into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. All right, shared it, hide it, and now we get to going. No. Okay, so again, you're going to see me mentioning a lot of the same stocks. So XNET is proving to be, once again, a stock that's going to be in play. I mean, this thing's been in play for quite some time. I mean, you can see it still has a lot of volume. So again, when the volume's there, the plays are there. Okay, so going back to this 1 day, 1 minute chart, it was $15 a share, now up to $13 a share. Okay, so again, if you look at the daily chart, you'll see that it was really high. It came all the way down to its 50 moving average. It's starting to bounce a little bit. It's all the way up to about $18 a share right now. It's possible that we're going to see this run into some resistance here, like right in this $19 area before it resumes back to the downside. I don't think this is a play to end up setting new highs. I think this is just a retracement play after such a big drop. Okay, so again, I think what we're going to see here is we're going to see XNET run out of steam at some point. It could be a long right in the morning. But what I personally think is going to happen, since it's up so much, I think what it's going to do is maybe try to go up to this $19 level. And then we're going to see it reject and then start fading to the downside for a short position. Okay. What's up? What's up? So again, I think what we're going to see here is a move up to 19 before it gets rejected and then it starts coming down. So essentially, I am more short biased on this. It could be good for a long, but what I can tell you is that XNET is going to be in play today, probably to both the upside and the downside. What I would personally like to see is it try to attempt to get to 19, reject, and then take a short position as it starts to fade out for the day. Another one on watch here is MARA. I shorted MARA on Friday for a pretty good win here. As you can see, it spiked up and then it started fading away. It's basically doing that same thing where it spiked up, came down, and now it's starting to fade to the downside. So I will be watching MARA for a short position if it continues to hold up. It could set up for a nice long. It could, right? But essentially right now it is downtrending. So if it continues on this pattern and stays probably below, it's got to stay below 540. If it stays below 540, it's probably going to be a short play where I could see it going from 540 or 520. It'll probably get held up and see a little bit of support here at the $5 area where there might be a nice little bounce play. So maybe look for a bounce play off $5. If it breaks through $5, it should continue down pretty hard. So again, this thing's up pretty high already pre-market. It's up, I mean, the gap's 8% now, so not up too much. It's got about 500,000 shares of volume this morning, and it's got it's a 17 million share float. So it does move fairly fast. The spreads aren't going to be obnoxiously big. So what I would say is to keep this one on watch for a potential long over 540, over 550. You could see it spike back up to 6. But I would definitely consider this more of a short play for right now. Okay. Now moving forward, what do we have? We have DPW is also on the scan this morning. You can see this one. Penny stock. The news is that it has something to do with the cryptocurrency and maybe some like blockchain stuff. Yeah, at 6:30 this morning, Digital Power announces its subsidiary unveils cryptocurrency hardware. So it's got a bunch of cryptocurrency news in it. So that's really good as far as where we stand in our economy as far as cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all that stuff. So this is one that I would keep on watch for a long. It is up quite a bit pre-market, so do be cautious of that. You could see some profit taking. So what I would expect to see happen, if it continues on this path, it'll probably have a morning spike up to maybe the $3 area. So we just went through a big pullback phase. Right now, I would definitely be cautious and watch this $3 mark because we're getting very close to that recent high of $3 and $3.50. So we could see it reject. But if it does successfully break out, we could have a nice runner today with DPW. So definitely keep DPW on your watch list here. Okay, it's too soon to tell exactly what it's going to do, but it is uptrending. It now has a new pre-market high of 277. So again, we just got to watch this one, see how it wants to play out. But with the news that it has, I think we could definitely see. Hold on. Let's see. I definitely think we could see it have a nice run to the upside today. Just got to keep it on watch for now. Okay. Roku appears to be a long today, even though it's up quite a bit pre-market. We might see some profit taking, but what I wanted to spot out was this. You see how Roku spiked up, pulled back to the 9 moving average, spiked up again. It's just now pulling back. It already did pull back to the 9 moving average on the daily chart, and now it's moving higher again. So I think what we just experienced was a pullback, and now we're starting to spike back up. So again, we can watch Roku for a potential long over $45. Do be cautious. Roku's been kind of choppy lately. I mean, you can kind of see it here. Like, that's very choppy. Very hard to make money there. So you have to make sure there's a clear chart or direction and pattern before wanting to take a position. So I would keep Roku on watch for a long, maybe over that 45.50 mark today. RIOT's another one I'll probably keep on the back burner just because of this initial spike that it just had. I think RIOT will be in play. Again, it just pulled back very hard down to some areas of support. Now it's starting to spike up. 1670. So the price is at $16 right now. So this is where it's at. Again, I think it's worth keeping on watch. Do I feel it's going to go much higher? Not really. I don't. But it is worth keeping on watch. Again, I think this might start off a little choppy here in the morning. So wait till it gives you some type of chart direction. Okay, and it just got some news. Okay, some more stuff about blockchain. Not surprising considering their stock got hammered so hard these past couple days. They need some good news to bring in more investors and bring the price back up. So this has some blockchain, something, blah, blah, blah. Says a bunch of stuff about blockchain and basically involving cryptocurrency. So that's definitely something you're going to want to watch today for potential moves to the upside. So yeah, keep RIOT on watch. Okay, now what else do we have? And BGC's on the scanner. Basically, I think they got bought out or acquired by another company where they valued the shares at $30. As you can see, it's starting to drop out. So technically, I'm more short biased on this because it was $21. It gapped up, $30 a share. So I'm going to keep this one on watch for a potential short today, honestly. It might not do that. It might just actually be kind of just childish and just basically trade sideways. So that's what I'm going to do, is really keep that one on watch, okay? Here's another one to watch is EGBN. This one lost $20 a share on Friday. Ready for this? Watch this. Look at that. Oh, insane, right? Lost $20 a share. So, I mean, ideally, if the truth behind, if there is any truth or whatnot to the buy low, sell high. Essentially, this thing has dropped a lot. But here's the only thing that makes me a little nervous is the fact that it dropped down to 46 and now pre-market's all the way up to 55. So it's already made back a lot of that value that it lost. So realistically, I would just keep EGBN on watch for a potential long, maybe even back up to the $60 mark. I mean, that's just it. I'm not too crazy about it. I would just keep it on watch for right now. Okay. I think it's definitely got some opportunity there. SQ is another one. So I hope you guys are writing all these down. SQ is another one. A lot of you are probably pretty familiar with SQ, but long story short, it came all the way back down to the 50 moving average twice now, basically, and it's held up support. So I think we're going to start seeing a little bit of green out of it now. I think we're going to see it start to upturn. It's got to hold above 38. If it can hold above 38, it's probably going to continue to be a good buy for the long side. There's a lot of upside potential all the way back up to $50 a share. I believe that's where it was before it ended up dumping out, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of room to the upside on this. Is it going to go all the way back to $50 a share? No, probably not. But it still has a lot of upside potential there. So definitely keep SQ on watch. Again, it just held up support here at that 50 moving average. So it has a lot of volume. I think we can watch this one for a potential move to the upside today. How good is it going to be? I don't know. The move might be tomorrow. But what I do know is it has pulled back very strong down to some support levels. So let's just keep that one on watch for potential long today. Okay. Now I will look at OHRP and I'll look at PXS. I looked at PXS earlier, but it didn't really look too good to me. It probably has changed since then. OHP. Oh, that's not the right ticker. That's right, because it's OHRP. OHRP popped up to a high of 139, and now it's selling off. I wouldn't say this is going to be very good. It honestly looks like it's about to drop off here. If it breaks through this 115, if it holds below 122. Honestly, I think OHRP is going to come down some today. Probably not the best for a long, more of a short play to me. PXS, though, I mean, you guys are familiar with this. This was a big monster runner, came down, started moving up again. Honestly, I would just watch PXS because there's a lot of opportunity. I mean, it was the biggest runner like ever on Friday, right? So that could be bringing a lot of attention to many traders. Here's the deal. The stock was $1.90. So right now it's worth $5. That means it's $3 above what it really should be, probably. I don't even know if it had news as to why it ran so much on Friday. Yeah, I don't really know, but here's the thing. It was huge runner Friday. A lot of people are probably still watching it. Could be good for a long. I still would be more short biased, but with the way it's looking, it is uptrending. I think there's going to be a little bit of money to be made on this, so definitely keep it on your watch list. So I wouldn't be too crazy about it, but I think you can definitely see some moves on it today. And that really is all that I have on the watch list. A lot of stocks, right? Am I going to trade all these stocks? No, I'm not. But they're worth keeping out there to keep on watch because those are the ones that will be in play, and those are ones that are going to have opportunities to make the money on. Okay, that's really just it. Let me go back to TPW. I wonder what it's doing now. Yeah, see, it's rejecting up here in the 280s again, right? It's up so high. Imagine all the people that were in on Friday at $1.60. It's up to 280. They're probably going to get a little trigger happy and take their profits. That's just realistically. So again, This one's going to move fast. It's a 6 million share flow. It already has 1 million shares traded this morning. So there's probably going to be people looking to take their money off the table as soon as the bell opens. So that's really where I stand with that, and that's all I really have for you today on the watch list. Okay, so I hope that helps. There's a lot of stocks there in place. So just for those of you tuned in a little late, I'll give you a quick rundown. Keeping RIOT on watch, XNET, DPW, MARA, SQ, EGBN, and I think that covers all of them. And maybe, oh, and BGC. Keep BGC on watch too for potential short there. So again, that's the watch list. There's not much more to it. I think with all those stocks there, you're definitely going to be able to find some money to be made. And yes, Anthony, I am from Michigan. So again, keep those on into their watch list. Make sure you guys got, your orders and everything in place, or your plan set for what you would like to do here in the morning by the time the bell rings. If you don't have a game plan, if you don't have something set to go, you really don't have a trade. You have to have some type of plan in place, some type of idea as far as where you feel the stock could reach, kind of thing, right? With that being said, that's all I got. So if you're not already a part of the chat room or the free chat room, there's a link in the description below where you can join in. Then also join the Facebook group if you haven't already done that. Link is also in the description below. That's where I do a little update and recap of the stocks that we have on the watch list. And then, of course, the link for the trading course and the live trading room is also in the description below. So go ahead, check that out as always if you haven't already done so. And then I will catch you guys all tomorrow morning for another watch list. All right, take care.